Download the 6090's traffic app to your smartphone. That is your traffic update. Right now, let's send things over to Eve.
All right, Steve, thank you. Well, a Trump presidency is on the horizon, so now what? What exactly does that mean for your wallet? President-elect Donald Trump has had a lot of success in business, but can he bring the same kind of success to our economy as president? Questions everyone wants to know. Small business owner and columnist Gene Marks is here to share his thoughts. Lots to talk about this morning.
Yeah,
no
right,
pressure.
there's an election.
Yes,
How about that?
yes. So, of course, we know that Donald Trump, Gene, has had some success as a business leader.
Right.
What's the general vibe right now, in your opinion, in the business community?
You know, it's tough. First of all, there's 30 million businesses in this country alone, so it's tough to generalize for everybody, Eve. But, you know, most people are cautiously optimistic. Everybody is kind of waiting to see what he's going to do. It's really the first time ever that we've had a president, a really independent president that's taken office that is from the business world.
Right.
So we've been asked, I mean, even Mitt Romney, when he was running, was, you know, he was governor, he's part of politics. You know, this is like a true blue business guy, so there's some anticipation for that. I'm writing just today in the Washington Post. There'll be a piece that I come out which will go to the hearts of business owners, which is the 5 words we'll hear a lot from Donald Trump the next couple of years. And those 5 words are going to be, and I don't do a good Donald Trump impression,
Okay.
so I'm not going to do
that.
But we've got a better deal, or I've got a better deal. Business owners hear that a lot. You know, people offer deals to them, and then they come back and they negotiate it back and forth, and it's always, this is a better deal. I think Donald Trump is going to be doing a lot of that. He's made a lot of promises, and I think once he starts negotiating with Congress and you know, making some concessions, he's going to come back with better deals for us. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, and to build on that a little bit, in your opinion, does success in business equal success in the presidency? I mean, what are some of the pros and cons of what he's bringing to office?
It will be tough. I mean, he has a real you know, indication, a real empathy for what, you know, the economy needs and what business owners need. When people talk about Donald Trump having bankruptcies in his background, a lot of my clients and people that run small businesses are like, well, you know, if you're an entrepreneur, you're going to have bankruptcies. I mean, even Michael Jordan said, I failed until I succeeded. So bringing sort of like, you know, never, I may fail in some things, we're going to succeed in others. It's the big picture. A lot of business people I deal with feel that way. I feel that way in my practice. So it should be an interesting outlook. Yeah,
and let's talk a little bit about his economic plan, Gene. He's said he has a good economic plan that will double our growth and create the strongest economy in the world. Pretty ambitious plan, but you know, do you think he can do it? What do you think about his economic plan?
You know, it's interesting, Eve. He's coming in straight to stimulate the economy through lower taxes. So there's a good and a downside to this that we all have to know. The good side is that he really wants to lower taxes, and he's got a Republican Congress that are going to lower taxes with him. So I can tell you right now, under a Trump presidency and the congressional, you know, way Congress is now, we will see our taxes cut. We will see capital gains rate cut. We're going to see a few more deductions available for us for health care as well. Even estate taxes for those people are going to see a big cut, if not an elimination in them altogether. That's a big deal.
Yeah.
But, you know, that should stimulate the economy. He believes, puts more money in our pockets. We're getting out there. We're saving. We're spending. We're investing. The downside is that no one's figured out how that's going to be funded. So Trump's plan has something like a $10 trillion, addition to the national debt over the next 10 years, which is super scary to a lot of business people. Interesting to see what he does.
Yeah. Okay. So that's a wait and see. That's a to be continued with Gene Marks here on the morning show. And do you think some of his plans will sail through Congress, Gene, even with a Republican Congress? I mean, is that a sure thing in your opinion?
No, not at all. I mean, some of his plans, for example, I mean, you know, it's funny, even when I talk about Trump, it used to be Trump versus Hillary Clinton, Trump versus Hillary Clinton. Now the story is Trump versus Paul Ryan, because a lot of the things that he wants to do, Paul Ryan, who is the leader in Congress right now, at least in the House of Representatives, you know, his Better Way plan is in stark contrast to some of the things that Trump wants to do. Immigration is a very big example. They could not be on separate poles. They both agree that we should deport Justin Bieber. I've read that somewhere.
Oh, you did,
or maybe that's just me saying that.
I didn't hear that.
Other than that, though, you know, they're completely, I'm just kidding. Other than that, they're completely in agreement, disagreement on certain things with immigration. On health care, though, they both have their ideas as far as, you know, repealing it, the Obamacare, and replacing it, although they still different on how they want that to be funded. Taxes, they are in very much agreement. But again, immigration is one big area where they really are disagreement, and trade is the second big area. And Trump has said he wants to, pull out and suspend, our Trans-Pacific Partnership. He wants to repeal, NAFTA, the North American Free Trade Agreement. Paul Ryan and a lot of the congressional leaders don't agree with those plans.
Okay, so we'll have to see how this all plays out. Jim, thanks so much for your insight. Again, Washington Post article today.
Correct.
Perfect timing.
It is.
The 5 words you'll hear a lot from Donald Trump, according to Gene Marks. So thank you for your opinions.
Thanks, Eve.
And we will be right back. Stay with us. What time is it?
Univest Bank and Trust brings you the Univest quote of the day. Be willing to make decisions. That's the most important quality in a good leader. George S. Patton. Univest Bank and Trust.